100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back. Big air. Check nine.
Got some room at the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shift.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again.
Check three. Watch twins.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's crazy. Check 31. Check 37. Check.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go. Let's go. Spine. No. Check your heart rate. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check 43.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars 7, Panthers nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Watch the screen. Great. 41. I
don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on second and 14. Dobbs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Great, great, great.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
I get it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Switch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Check, check. Lucky. Check.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's checking. Crash. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip.
They go play action here on first down. Open is Swaim, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
First down, Jaguars.
Check 24. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Push him back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Is there anything Luke Kuechly can't do on the field?
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, we just saw the sack there, right? We know he's terrific in pass coverage, but what I like is his intelligence, the way he gets a defense set, and he actually audible defenses when he sees what the offense is presenting and get them into something else and get them into a better spot.
Let's go one more. 15. Right, 15. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
After the sack on first down, Dobbs. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. At 25.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Gun.
Hey, tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Off play action. Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch. Any weapon.
Gun.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Here it comes.
To throw again. Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's just me and you. And 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Wide, 20. Kill. Check 13. Check express.
Now a handoff looking right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 16. Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I'm scared.
It's 4th down.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give Fournette another crack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Great. Rush in. Watch it. Kill. Gun.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hatchet. 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Watch the slant. Shoot.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. at 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Get your swerve on.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pull together. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Put on set.
15's the mark.
On first down, Downs to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, it's Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go. Come on.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch the
Gun.
Check. Crunch.
Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
41's the mic.
A run for Weber. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Check nickel.
Great.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Slam.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Kill.
Check 3. Hey, check 24.
Express.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And this is Cook with a grab. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that'll set them back 5.
Come on, fellas.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
We got to step it up.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use.